Welcome back to Put You On. My name is Michael. I'm here with my dad.
Hey everyone, I'm Mike.
And today we are listening to Food is the name of the album.
Food.
It's by...
Homer Simpson?
No, it's by a rapper named MF Doom. I think I've mentioned him at some point on this channel to you. I don't think you've ever heard him on anything. But I told you about how he was the guy who always wears like the supervillain mask. And I remember I told you that story about how it was like speculated that sometimes people thought he wasn't performing and he would put someone else out with the mask.
Oh, yeah.
Because he always had his face hidden. Yeah. So he's sort of like...
Strange.
Yeah. His real name is actually Daniel Dumille, which is
Cool
weird
name.
because you were just saying something about DeMille. That's why I was...
Oh, wow.
So I was like, oh, that's actually crazy. But he was sort of like an underground icon in rap.
Was? What has he gone?
Yeah, he passed in 2020. Unannounced reason. His wife announced it, but she never said how he passed. So yeah, he was like a very iconic underground rapper.
Wow, that's a long time now. 2020 you said?
2020 is when he passed.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, she announced it like a couple months after it happened too. It was like very private. But yeah, he was sort of like an underground like icon in rap. He was never really like a big mainstream artist. But if anyone that is like into rap usually holds him in very high regard. He's a very technical rapper, very entertaining rapper. You know how I say like rhyme schemes are some of my favorite things, like how Andre, I've talked about it a million times, how he can set up elaborate schemes.
Yeah.
MF Doom is one of the best at that, just pure lyrically. He has a very interesting, like I said, the persona. This is the album cover. That's a cartoon drawing of him, but I can show you a real picture of him. He based it off of Doctor Doom, the Marvel villain.
Pretty cool.
So yeah, it's like, it was a cool like little persona he had. I think there's a lot of like lore to him, and I think that's kind of what fed into the underground quote unquote nature of him, like the persona and the anonymity.
So probably like whether he was good or not, he would have had some sort of following.
Yeah, but he's really, really good. This is not his first album. I just decided to start with my favorite of his.
Okay.
There's two that I consider kind of my favorite, but I just kind of flip the coin. Well, I didn't flip a coin. I was looking back and forth, but I was like, either way, we'll do them. But
how did you get introduced to him?
I was never aware of him really, or considered a fan of him. Like even when I started listening to rap, but like I feel like that's for most people. Like once I kind of got deeper into rap, it's something that eventually you start to stumble across that name and the albums. And Justin, my friend Justin, is a big fan of him, so he was the one that really started to show me his music. This album's from 2004, so it's pretty old at this, almost 20 years old at this point. No, more than 20 years old at this point. Wait, almost. It's
almost.
Late. It's been a long day.
Yeah, it's been a long year for you. You don't even know where you live anymore.
Yeah, so it's 20 years old, over 20 years old.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a very cool concept album. Not concept album, but the overall like kind of theme of food.
Oh yeah,
is
food.
Throughout.
Okay.
It's not a conceptual album.
Okay.
But
theme. It has a theme.
This album was actually getting requested a lot on the Unlocked video that we did, the Denzel one, because it's kind of a similar feel to that, where Denzel was like the supervillain on the front.
Right.
I'm sure he took some inspiration from MF Doom for that. First track is called Beef Rap. So just starting off immediately with the food reference on the first title.
How am I gonna do this?
Yeah,
man?
don't wait for her, man. Don't wait for her. I'll tell you what, man. Come with me now, and I'll get you some lunch. I'll hook you up with something. I got a little bank, no problem.
I hear you. That's cool.
All right, it's cool.
Hey, can't you guys just wait here about a half hour, man? Yo, I'll be back, man. I'm just gonna munch up a little bit, man. I'm pretty hungry.
Yo, let
I'm
him come back.
Here you will find food for your body, as well as comfort for your troubled mind. I'd really like some soup.
Bread and butter.
Of course, my friend. What happened to your hand?
Would you like a snack? Thanks for the drink. Chicken meat or turkey? Operation 2, stay complete.
talk of the people's rights. The people have only those rights which I choose to give them.
Beef rap can lead to getting teeth capped, or even a reef from armed dudes on some grief crap. I suggest a change of diet. It can lead to high blood pressure if you fry it, or even a stroke, heart attack, heart disease. It ain't no starting back once arteries start to squeeze. Take the easy way out, phony. Until then, they know they wouldn't be talking that baloney in the bullpen. So disgusting, pardon self as I discuss this. Keep a cheap hooker that's off the hook like Marbell.
Oh,
Top
God.
bleeding, maybe fella took the loaded rod gear. Stop feeding babies colored sugar-coated large squares. The art peer swears and God fears. Even when it's rotten, you've gotten through the hard years. I wrote this note around New Year's, off a couple of shots and a few beers. But who cares? You twirl a L after every meal.
Great word
Oh my god.
combinations.
What up to all rappers? Shut up with your shutting up and keep a shirt on, at least a button up. Yuck, as the rhymers are stripping males, out of work jerks since they shut down Chippendales. They chipping nails, doom, chipping scales, let alone the pre-orders that's counted off shipping sales. Who's screwed by the dude on the CD, nude?
We need food.
Wait, bring him to me. I bet.
Wait, bring him to me.
Oh man, that was great.
Yeah, it's fucking
I
awesome.
mean, the marching sound has, you know, dun 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 dun, dun has that very George Orwell 1984 kind of, you know, end of the world doomsday kind of feel to it.
fittingly.
Yeah, where in the beginning it was a real mix, a hodgepodge of sounds, and you know, like just talking to his friend about, you know, wait up, I'm gonna get a sandwich, and then it. But once the main song got going, I mean, he sounds great. He sounds so lyrically intelligent. Pulled out a lot of like Ma Bell. I mean,
I don't even know what that is.
in the old, there was only one phone company, AT&T, back in the days, and Ma Bell was like, that was like the nickname for it, because I don't know,
Just what everyone called it.
It must have stood for something like on the stock exchange. But if you got a job at AT&T or, you know, Bell Atlantic, I think it was like Bell Atlantic, so they called it Ma Bell.
Yeah.
And I mean, for a young person to even know that, he had to have, you know, done his research, knows, you know, some stuff, probably read a lot, sounds well read.
His rhyme schemes are like,
really good.
They go on for so long. And the amount of words that he can come up with or phrases to fit into.
And the play on them is really good.
Track 2 is called Hoe Cakes.
It's fun because he's like just taking regular shit, right?
Like a mouth
And making
part.
music.
Keep your hoes in check.
That's great.
The arm part.
I got this girl and she wants me to duke her. I told her I'll come scoop her around 8. She said, that sounds great. Shorty girl's a trooper. No matter what I needed to do, she'd be like, on his own throne, the boss like King Cooper.
Sounds
on the
very
microphone,
modern.
floss
Yeah.
the ring. Average MCs is like a TV blooper. MF Doom, he's like DB Cooper. Some say it's the eyes, some say the accent. A lot of guys wonder where their stacks went. I call her Thunder Thighs with the fatty swoller.
shit,
Only
I
mess with
haven't
high
heard that
rollers, do what daddy told her.
expression.
No matter the city, she with me to do the thang thang. Working the coochie, hoopty, chitty chitty, bang bang. Same name on the titty as on the name ring.
Oh,
Pretty
shit.
like baby B, all in the same gang. Keep my eye on her, really don't trust her, but I treat her like a daughter. Taught her how to bust a nut and the heat to turn beef to horse meat chalupa. Teach her how to hold it. Of course he is the. See,
That
most
little
cats
sample
treat her
is-
like
yeah,
Cooper,
so
or beat her
cool.
to a snooper. Take it from the. You need to make her feel cuter and lay down the G like loofah. Everything will be. Find out where he keep the tech and the blue steel. Make sure for extra rec, let him know how you feel. And while he's running down to All-Star Weekend to ball, I'm coming with the U-Ball.
Very good.
Now it sounds so funny. It's weird. You kind of forget about them when he's rapping.
No, he was doing it through the whole time.
I'm saying it's not
it
as
becomes
distracting,
natural, right.
but then it comes back.
Has the laser cannon been loaded?
Everything has been prepared as you ordered.
Yes, Zoom has an amazing new machine. Get the President of the United States on the phone.
This beat going now is nice.
Yeah. I would not advise you to repeat that error. Sure.
Yo, this is fun stuff, man.
Yeah, it's so fun.
I like it because it's just not being too serious with his music.
Yeah,
It's just
it's like super lyrical, but it's not overbearing you with trying to think too hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not overcomplicated.
But
yeah.
it's just him just
Yeah, I
ripping.
mean, I'm smiling through the whole thing. It's got a lot of appeal for me, you know, with the old time cartoons and the old voices. But he's definitely well read. I mean, he knows
the word
Yeah.
play. I mean, lyrically, he's like,
really puts
he's up
some
there.
stuff. Right. It doesn't come across. He may not be. I guess that's the appeal. He might not be the fastest or the. But I don't. You know, who cares?
That beat is so fucking.
It was
unique.
good because it went from like the funny.
Yeah, but then the
sound.
keys come in and
and it changed at least twice towards the end.
Yeah. The next track is called Potholderz, featuring Count Bass D.
Yeah, there you go.
Record scratch.
Yeah.
I strive to be humble, lest I stumble. Never sold a jumbo or cop chicken wings with mumbo sauce. Tyson is a foul holocaust. Hitler gash your whole head up with poetry. I'm fed up. Ignore cordon bleu. Stand up, get up.
Usually I take them off with oil or Olay. MCs is crabs in the barrel past the Old Bay. Hot as hell and it's a cold day in it. Working on a way that we can
That's a
roll
very
away
British
in
thing.
it.
Yeah,
Some say the price of holding heat is often too high. You either be in a coffin or you be the new guy.
Great
The one that's
little
too
guitar
fly to
line
eat
too.
pie. Never
Yeah,
too
I mean-
busy when it comes down to you and I.
Just
A lot
even
of
the
niggas
strumming
wish to
part in the
die.
back.
They need to hold their horses. It's bigger fish to fry.
Don't forget your potholders.
You
my
could have used a
niggas.
pot holder today or yesterday.
Yo, man.
Low hot shit. Low hot shit.
A short time later.
Great beat. The end.
Oh man, it's good. I could have just kept listening. That it was very entertaining.
There's this thing about his albums where it's like
The time was just passing
the
by.
song. Yeah, the songs are just. It could be the most simple, like riff or beat, but
It was pleasant.
It's so good.
Yeah,
And
sonically very
he just
pleasant.
makes it so entertaining to listen
Fun.
to. You know,
Yeah.
with his rhyme
I-
schemes.
that was a great feature too.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Really good.
That was a little like, I like the balance of like his flow with like the chill,
Very chill.
like dun dun.
Yeah, just and just right. That's where it feels like Biggie. Like Biggie was.
Biggie always sounded like he was just
sounded
laid
like
back
nothing was. Yeah, he could sit here and you could
and just flowing.
and then take a break. Probably like let that go on for 3 minutes and then come back to it.
Yeah.
that's how that felt.
Well, I'm saying
like,
that's how these songs feel. That like,
Yeah.
this beat could be playing for an
Yeah,
hour.
I mean,
and he's just sitting
when
there.
do I really stop and talk to you in between a song?
Yeah, but it's good. It's
yeah,
just
it was
feel
very
good.
feel good.
Yeah. The next track is called One Beer, and it's produced by Madlib, who is like easily in my top 5 producers of all time in hip hop. We haven't really done any hip hop projects that he's produced yet, but he has some classic records. He has a classic record with MF Doom called Mad Villainy, and usually when he makes an album, you know how like Kanye put the Pusha T album, like he executive produced it, made the whole thing. So Madlib does that a lot for rappers too. Like he'll produce a whole album for them, and then they usually title the album or title their group the combination of Madlib and the artist.
Okay.
So like Madlib and Doom was Mad Villainy because it's like the villain and Madlib.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, and then he has like Freddie Gibbs, who's a rapper that he works with a lot. They're called Mad Gibbs.
That's cool.
So it's like a combination. But I'm saying that because this next song's produced by him. It's the only one on here produced by him. That was supposed to be, I guess they were making this and they were supposed to be on the record that came out, Mad Villainy, but they ended up putting it on this album instead.
Later on, so this was after the fact?
Yeah, no, Mad Villainy was after this.
Oh, after.
So I guess they had already started working together.
And so he put it back
but they
on
just
this.
put it on this record first.
A short time later.
I get no kick from champagne. Mere alcohol
doesn't thrill me at all.
So tell me, why shouldn't it be true? I get a kick out of brew. There's only one beer left. Rappers screaming all in our ears like we're deaf. Tempt me, do a number on the label. Beat up all the MCs and drink them under the table like it's on me. Put it on my tab, kid, however you get there. Foot it, cab it,
Okay, I can hear the elevated production.
Yeah.
Get off it and a bunch of other more shit.
A lot more jazz, beat, drum.
Spitting new seeds. This the weed, give me some of what he drooping off. Soon as he wake up, choking like it was whooping cough. Don't make him have to get cutting like truancy. Matter of fact, not for nothing. Right now, you and me, looser than a pair of Adidas. I hope you bought
Wow,
your
what
spare
production.
MCs sound like cheerleaders, rapping and dancing like redhead kingpin. Dude came to do the thing again, no matter who be blingin'. He do it for the smelly hubbies. Seeds know what time it is, like it's time for Teletubbies. If you can do it, even fewer can sell it. Take it from the dude who wear a mask like a tarted helmet. He plot shows like robberies. In and out, 1, 2, 3,
Back to
nobody's
the-
pleased.
yeah.
Run the cash and you won't get a wet sweatshirt. The mic is the shotty, nobody moves, nobody get hurt.
Great drums.
There is Donnie. Now that the representative from South Africa has been mind programmed, all of the world's leaders on Earth are under my control. And when they meet tomorrow in special session, I, Doom, shall be voted master of the world.
Right, Lidhead.
You're weird. Right,
Wow, I get what he's doing.
Oh, I should have realized. We must look like freaks to them.
Relax, mister. Just do your thing.
Get a good grip on my...
Oh man,
That song
great
is incredible.
stuff. Holy cow! I mean, he's using, Dr. Doom.
Yeah, like fitting it into his
That was
story.
good. It was politically, how all our minds are getting twisted and how we're so easily, taken over, and also the judgmental stuff about how freaky he must look, and he's just a
metalhead,
metal tarred head and hat, and oh my god,
that Mad Lib beat is one of my favorites.
Oh,
ever.
it was so orchestral,
incredible,
but
and the switches,
jazz, but then it had a nice little one.
Oh man, great drums too, live drums. Yeah, it's just so cool, and
again, just a little snippet about the beer in the beginning.
Yeah, but like he finds a way to fit the title into putting the rappers on his tab,
right?
Like he finds a way to take that food or that item and work it
into that.
But
yeah,
oh my god,
really good.
I have like a entire like instrumental playlist that I've been making for like 5 years on my YouTube, like just all my favorite rap beats. There's like an hour version of that, and I could listen to that like all day.
Man.
The next one's called Deep Fried Frenz.
As you call them, they call you when they need something. Trees for the blunt, to G's for the front. I found a way to get peace of mind for years and left the hell alone. Turn a deaf ear to the cellular phone. Send me a letter or better, we can see each other in real life. Just so you can feel me like a steel knife. At least so you can see the white of their eyes. Bright with surprise once they finish spitting lies. Read the signs, no feeding the baboons. Seeing as how they got your back bleeding from the stab wounds. Y'all know the dance, they smile in your face, y'all know the glance. Try to put them on, they blow the chance. Never let your so-called mans know your plan. A show of hands is a term some people use loosely. I'm real choosy on what I choose to let crew see. Sometimes you need to cut niggas off like a light switch. And when things get quiet, catch him like a thief in the night. What a right. I first met Mr. Fantastic at an arms deal. Don't let it get drastic. Think of how your moms will feel when they get for real. Still get the sparking. Everything darkened. It ain't no talking. Will she see him again? That depends on how good was the skins and could she memorize the lessons. It ain't no need to pretend. Even though she let him stab it, she know they just win.
guarded by a fighting force that never sleeps, that never relaxes its vigilance. For none is as feared, none has as many foes as doom.
What was the title again? Just
it was a deep fried French.
Yeah. Wow. Just
that one a more
a little more serious.
A little more serious. Yeah, a little more topical.
But still good because, like I said, he reminds me a lot of really the original rap influence.
Yeah.
In the way he's, he did talk about buying the gun, right? Meeting the guy, and he says, I'll keep this on the down low because once that thing starts sparking, shit gets serious if you got to use it. And the amount of guns we have, I mean, it's very, it's still topical today.
Yeah.
Wow.
And Mr. Fantastic, who he references, is like a lifelong, or what was a lifelong friend of his. He's also on this album. He's featured. He was an MC as well.
Very entertaining so far.
Yeah. I'll just do this before we stop because it's like an interlude.
Oh, good.
So it's
I love Poo-Putt Platter. I do.
I tripped a lot out here in the woods lately. This is a platter of. This makes an exceptionally good late night snack, and also a dandy fly swatter. Eyes are going. I can't hit it.
Nothing comes between me and my masters. That's an old commercial.
Between me and my masters.
The little cigarettes, the cigars, the masters.
The Flying Monkey Men.
But they've never strayed from the valley since we made the pig feed.
Now, Rapper, perhaps you will listen.
Man, this guy is influenced by cartoons and commercials. I mean, probably that's why I find it so fun because I can hear it. I can hear all the commercials. I can hear all the silliness of what we took so seriously.
Yeah.
Like just the fact that I can remember, nothing stands between me and my masters.
What was that? What did you say that was?
It was, the masters, they were like the little cigars that came with little plastic white tips. I guess it'd be like the Black and Milds now.
Okay, like a pre-rolled tobacco.
Yeah. But they had the cool thing about them was they had the white, the white tip, so everybody, when they were done, they would, keep biting on it. These song titles remind me. Remember, I don't know if you had them when you were kids, but the gum packs that had the stickers with the funny names, like instead of Brillo, it would be like, Jello or something.
No,
Jello. It was like, I think they were called like wacky cards. And instead of baseball cards, you'd get a piece of gum, but you'd also get a bunch of these cards and stickers, and it'd have like, crazy kids' faces eating, the cereal, but it would be like, instead of Fruit Loops, it'd be like Foot Loops.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Like it was just like wacky stickers.
So it's like that, like
these titles are reminding me
on
of
the
that.
food.
Yes.
Fillet-O-Rapper instead of
Fillet-O-Rapper. That's great.
So this is called Fillet-O-Rapper.
Whenever I'm expecting a lot of company, haven't had a lot of company in a long time, but if I were expecting some, I'd whip up a really substantial meal. You see how strong I am? From eating all of this stuff. Good healthy meal like this fillet.
Now that's what they call soul food.
You can also fix yourself a gumbo.
Good transition. Yeah, let it go. That was fun. Yeah, that was cool.
Gumbo is the next one.
Gums on this, but it's very good. It's very healthy.
Not perfect for every situation, but edible wrappers could actually beef up your next
Edible
meal.
wrappers.
Yeah.
Edible wrappers. So
No
smart.
food associated with the use of the wrap. So some potential uses.
Oh my God, it's so smart.
Yeah.
It's so smart.
WRAP instead of
He's not just pulling the samples just for the food references now.
He's making sentences.
Oh, it's so cool.
Bulk packed in a larger package, and in that case, the wrap would actually form into a sauce when you cooked your meats. There's also been interest in development of using the wrap and then actually rip up the wrap and consume it that way the next day.
Yeah, it's just really fun, really clever,
and the whistlings like you could tell like it's just not too
Like I said,
it's not too. If you take this seriously,
but no,
he's
fit
genius of
everything into this story concept, but it's
food.
Seemingly so random, but he's putting it in such a
this takes a lot of work and thought.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Don't worry about that. You see, whenever I make a pig of myself on the fillet or the pudding or something, I mix up some herbs and I come up with a dandy glass of this bicarbonate of fig leaf. That'll set me free, I'll tell you.
The FDA has approved certain food coloring additives. Some are actually poison.
Yep.
You aren't sure of the additives or colorants in the products.
I had my share of red dye number 40.
Alone.
Poison.
That's right.
I can't believe it.
All right. Don't make a big deal about it.
I warn you, Doom. You've gone too far.
Yeah.
Do it, Doom. Get your machine.
I mean,
A lot.
yeah, that was packed with
Sonically was not just the samples, but the panning and the music switches.
Yeah,
the edible rapper thing is just
that's
cool.
pretty. I wonder
because that's like a double.
Yeah,
because he's an edible rapper who's rapping about food.
Oh, I didn't even get that right.
like,
Edible
like
rapper.
he's saying edible rappers coming to stores near you soon.
That's right.
Because like this could be labeled as edible rap,
food rap
as a genre.
Wow.
But it's edible rapper.
Wow.
It's just it's fucking genius.
Very good.
So this is Kon Karne, which is usually with C's, but this is 2 K's.
Darker than the East River, larger than the Empire State, where the beast who guard the barbed wire gate is on the job, not my fate. Tired of the wait till the villain bring deliverance from the dire straits, fire at a higher rate. Want to bait the liars, flyers scatter by a plate, isolate the wires. Try the straight pliers, if not the vice grips. A real price saver way to acquire nice whips. What a steal for real on wheels of steel. Stun
Again,
up fun of summer, #1 meal deal.
the jazz feel in the back is not matching the like he's just doing his thing. So whoever put this together,
clack clack, pardon me, whack rap Kon Karne. He came to feed the children's like Sally Struthers. After that, he's going back to Cali, where's the wilder than the Nile. Hold power like the Great Pyramids of Giza and stay leaning like the Tower of Pisa. Standing room only at the motocross stunt show. The roughest ain't up to Snuffleupagus. Me and Sub is like the Brown Smothers brothers.
Oh man,
that whole scheme is so insane. The fact that he put fucking fit Snuffleupagus into that.
when my okay, I mean that line about within the 3D ring sitting stationary like BB King. When BB King performs, he sits on a stool and he plays Lucia. Well, he did. He's passed, but he would just his whole thing was he wasn't a chord player. He was like
and he would just sit and shred
notes.
Yeah.
And then to go from that to talking about Snuffleupagus.
Or should I say broke with wealth? To know enough to give them just enough rope to yoke they self. Plan B before I take the ring and pawn it. The long arm of the law couldn't even put their fingers on it. Doggone it. Do the
Great
statistics.
music.
How he busts lyrics is too futuristic for ballistics and far too eccentric for forensics. I dedicate this mix to Sub Rock, the hip hop Hendrix.
Nice. I mean,
fantastic.
Jeez. I'm very impressed.
Yeah.
I don't know how I've never heard anything like this, but
I felt exactly the same way when Justin showed me him. I was like, I think I don't think he sat down and showed me.
He just said, check it out.
But it was like in the car or something and he was playing a song. And I was like, I was just listening to the raps and I was like, who is this guy? Like,
yeah.
He was like, he's like, really? Like, you don't know MF Doom?
Wow.
It's like, because I was like, this guy is so good. Like the raps were insane. I was like, holy shit, fantastic.
It was a banger.
So good. But it was like you're saying that
it just doesn't,
and the
jazz.
Yeah.
To put them together. It is. Yeah.
But then
how do you find the right jazz piece?
When he's rapping, it's like you're locked into his rapping and it's so enticing. But then he always lets the music breathe and you're like,
right.
Oh wow, there's some
I can take a moment here and appreciate the music too.
Which also is somewhat of a lost art in rap. Like just allowing the music to just kind of chill out and just
well, that's why I always say like sometimes
appreciate the music
when it gets too busy or it gets too like if it's pulling me and I'm trying to like what
your
was
brain's
that,
trying to do too many,
but here
he allows you
it feels like it's just I feel jazz and
it's beat, like swirling around his,
but yet I can with I can look at.
Nothing's distracting you from the other thing.
No,
it's I mean, he's so fucking
really great.
Yeah, this one is called Guinnesses, featuring Angelica and Four Size.
Running desperately low on food, they were forced to turn back.
Where are they?
What's that villain doing?
Wait, Princess, your voice sounds familiar.
Oh, it should. You see, Doom wants me to marry him.
Thought it was love like sent from above, you're not a soulmate. With ways and actions of a primate. Moved by lower senses, coming faker than extensions. Pissed away all good intentions. Out of here, sister was missing. Intuition, maybe it was me, I couldn't see. Holding on a fantasy, getting bitten by reality.
War wounds, purple heart, love, veteran, morphine, painkillers, drugs, and medicine. Anything just to forget the hurt.
Incoming.
Take cover, hit the dirt. On the front line, there's casualties in the mind, and the POWs get left behind. Mentally scarred for life. Love is war, and some chicks are just too hard to wife.
I should've deaded it from Genesis instead of hitting the Guinnesses. Now I'm free falling, cursing, matching street rolling.
Anything just to forget the hurt.
Man, I could get hooked on this stuff.
On the front line, there's casualties in the mind, and the POWs
like it's like stars falling.
Yeah,
but then he bends it.
Love is war, and some chicks are just too hard to wife.
Constant frustration, stemming from a no-win situation. Russian lust and fornication, adding to the complication. Incense, candles lit, scandalous. Emotional, bandages. Why would he abandon this? Guess he couldn't handle it. The boss is magnanimous.
Purple heart, love, veteran, morphine.
Wow, she's good.
Drugs and medicine, anything just to forget the hurt.
You should have had drinks up on this one.
I know.
Man. Yes, that's a great description. Rap lounge.
Ain't a thing.
Oh boy, here we go.
Come all you college boys wearing them baggedy-looking white shoes.
I don't care.
They look funny as hell.
Funny
That
motherfucker.
black meat stocking.
Stop.
Well, hell, she looked like she got burnt legs.
Oof, what a ride, man.
Yeah.
That was so good.
So good.
You know, you're right. It does have a little Kanye production
feel a little bit. Yeah.
With the epicness of the largeness of the background going on. Like, I don't know if it's all technical or, synth together. But boy, it sounds like he's got a whole symphony behind him.
Yeah.
And Kanye gives you that feel a lot of times.
Of
like
just
this big band behind him.
That's why I said like the lounge. It's like it feels like you're at like a live lounge and
man,
everyone's just rapping over.
She was good.
Oh my god,
she was very
so
good.
That last ending, the sips off a fifth of it, passionate, intense, incense, candlelit. Like that's
How did you remember
crazy.
that?
It's right. It's the ending.
Oh,
of the
was
song.
it?
Yeah, it's insane. It's so
Gentlemen, my favorite shit. So I've never forsaken it.
I persevere, make it fit, sculpting and reshaping it, taking sips off a fifth of it, passionate, intense, candlelit. It's like a tongue twister. I mean, that's like spoken word over like, it feels like it could be like spoken word over.
Yeah, I mean,
like
look at that flower
club.
essence penstemon.
Yeah,
where do you find these words?
The words.
Simpleton. Wow.
The track before that one was called Kon Karne, and now this one's called Kon Queso.
Give it a sec for the pain to start. This wreck right here, it ain't for the faint of heart. They thought they saw the worst verse from the team of G-men who seemed like nerds at first. Once they get to know us, people dig us. Leaders in the fight for equal rights for niggas. Inventor of the more demented, the flow, no doubt it. Just go for it if you're about it, or ride it. Whatever's clever, the master foe, whoever he hook or hurt her, but now ho no. Say ho if you never worked the J.O. and keep more cash in the stash than a pay show. Okay, yo, y'all know who to follow. Tie him up in the crib and leave they place hollow. Oh shoot, the goose, she's loose. So wild you couldn't chase it down with straight fruit juice. Frown like the first time he takes couscous. Stash the deuce.
Yeah, that's right.
Truce. Today on Intense Rec Week, we have the super villain in his own defense to speak. It's all part of my mental techniques, available to freaks and pencil neck geeks. Train the same brain to an insane train of thought. Damn it ain't worth the drama, can it? From the calm band to eat rhymes like pomegranate. Soon as he stepped in, he lit the room. Boom, reschedule my noon with Brit Hume. In love with Mary Jane, she's my main thing. Pulled her right from that web head, what a lame brain. Maintain and say it, don't spray it. You wanna see your girl again, you might as well pay it. Break the mic like a rock star, break a guitar. And jump off the stage like yeehaw.
Seems so effortlessly, but you know it's a lot of work.
Oh
right?
my god. The penmanship is absurd.
I couldn't come up with something like that if you held a gun to my
Yeah,
head.
I know.
We shall now vote for a new world leader.
That was good. I mean, you know, and the songs, when it ends on the Doom pieces now, it has a way of really absorbing me that I feel like we almost need to stop before it starts because
it pulls you away from the
yes,
yeah, from the actual track.
not in a negative way, but just
it's like a separate piece.
Yeah, it's really thought provoking.
Yeah,
you know, this whole idea of hiding and you know, doom is your worst enemy.
Yeah,
it feels like a lot of prejudices. I get why he went with, you know, could be twofold with the mask. You know, just don't worry about me vainly. Don't look at me vainly, you know, just forget, you know.
Just listen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean.
But that's a very fast paced.
Oh.
With the din, 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 din.
Oh, yeah. That might have been his fastest cadence.
Yeah.
Too.
Just going and going and going. The beat keeps up with him too. It's not a slow beat.
The dictionary of words he's using are sick.
This song is a pretty iconic rap song here.
It's
called Rap Snitch Knishes.
Featuring
Mr. Fantastic, who's the guy that he referenced earlier that he met when he was younger. Yeah, this beat is a very iconic rap beat.
Yo, MF Doom,
Mr. Fantastic, villain.
What up, nigga?
Ain't nothing. What's the word?
It's cracking, boy.
Same old shit, kid.
Man,
day,
rap snitches, man. Shit is bugged out, man. What the fuck, man?
You telling me?
Niggas running their mouth, telling everything. Rap snitches, telling all their business. Sit in the court and be their own star witness. Do you see the perpetrator? Yeah, I'm right here. Fuck around, get the whole label sent up for years. Mr. Fantastic, long though like elastic. Got my life with twin Glocks that's made out of plastic. Can't stand a brown nose and nigga, fake ass bastard. Admiring my style, tour bust through Manhattan, plotting, playing the quickest. My flow's the sickest, my hoes be the thickest. My dro, the stickiest. Street nigga, stamped and bona fide. When beef jump, niggas come get me cause they know I ride. Sit in the court and be their own star witness. Do you see the perpetrator?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm right here. Fuck around, get the whole label.
But I wouldn't imagine you could do it.
Telling all their business. Sit in the court and be their own star witness. Do you see the perpetrator? Yeah, I'm right here. Fuck around, get the whole label sent up for years.
True, there's rules to this shit. Fools dare care. Everybody wanna rule the world with tears for fear. Yeah, tell it on.
Everybody wants to rule the world.
Everybody.
It's Tears for Fears.
Yeah, the song.
Yeah, that's the name of the group, Tears for Fears.
Yeah. Everybody wants.
And I hate it because they play it on my classic rock station, and it's not a classic rock song. Everybody.
Hitting on many trees, feel real linen. Spitting on enemies, get the steel for 10 men. With no brains but gum flap. He said his gun clapped, then he fled after one slap. Son, shut your trap, save for the bitches. Delicious, rap snitch Knishes.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. I'm just analyzing this whole game. This is bugged out, man. Niggas snitching. Telling on their own self.
That's another term.
Yeah.
Fuck around. Much anymore.
Don't get everybody bag, man.
You bugging.
Get your mama bag, man. You know your grandma used to be bootlegging, fake hustling, nigga.
Oh man. This is right up my alley, man. This is like bringing me back to like some fun, like you know, like I used to tell you, like secretly, not secretly, but you know, it was.
It wasn't your main genre.
It wasn't my main genre, but like I had two lives, right? I had the life in Bedford Stuyvesant in Brooklyn, and going back home to mostly white Queens.
Yeah, and that was all rock music.
Yeah, rock and punk, and then I'd go down and hear this stuff, and I'd be like, man, you guys don't know what they're putting out down there. And, you know, some of it would hit me, others like it didn't.
Yeah.
But the original, this is like, where you would just compete to how long could you go without losing or taking a breath.
Just the rap is the focus.
Yeah, and
the rap is the focus, and the production is just like
is even
massive cherry on top because
and if you could find the guy that could, like Run DMC, someone would, if you could find the one to run the table for you while you were out in front doing. That was the goal.
That beat is fucking
wicked.
There's been people that have done like live renditions of that, like with a guitar player and a bass player, like live reproductions of that song. That's so fucking good. Yeah, so good. And a great cook too.
What a rap
snitches telling all their business. This next one is called Vomitspit.
It's the beat. You hear it in his sleep sometimes. Blare it in your Jeep so your peoples can stare at them rhymes. Real rhymes, not your everyday hologram. Even when ribs was touching, never swallowed the ham. You'd rather eat a sandwich salad. It might need salt like a man's bland ballad. A lot of stuff happens that the news won't tell yous. Blues on L juice, snooze all hell loose. Rake it, take it like the good, the bad, the ugly. Break it rolling through your hood in the caddy buggy. Butter softy, leather flossy, fatty juggy. Always threw me off when she told me daddy, funk me. I'm like any who's seeds walking all out in the street without any shoes. I guess it's better than some funky socks. You need to get her some skips before she catch the monkey box. Instead, she wanna hear the beatbox. Take pills.
I feel like how he put the Dr. Doom laugh instead of his laugh, like the villainous laugh.
Some skips. That was like we had to get cheap. If you had cheap sneakers, they were called skips.
Oh, okay.
Right. You wouldn't want to be caught dead. By the time the leather shoes started coming out, and you were still wearing Chuck Taylors, they were still skips.
Bring it back to your laboratory while he's in his oratory, glorious like a horror story.
Yeah.
The mask is like Jason. They told the place not to let the basket tight case in.
I always love that
Could
line.
be some kind of wacko, waiting for the chance to heat the pipes like a crack hole. He busted in, blessed be the Lord, who believe any mess they read up on the message board. If so, I got bridges for the Lolo. Same bitch of gold dry, snitch it to the popo. Here, orange pill stores for a whole tier. Feel like I've been gone over a year. Came home to old gear. Dedicated cheap skater who keeps data. Say he stays self-medicated to sleep later. Side effects are similar to sugar pill. Whoever go next on the mic, he put a booger ill. And made his exit on some calm shit. Begged him on the regular for kegs of more vomit spit.
Oh, wow.
So good.
Wow, that was great. What a epic. I don't know now. Now that you mention it, you said you wouldn't have started me out on this. I don't know. This.
Wait, what?
You said that this might not have been something that you would have introduced me to first, like an underground type of guy. But boy,
but I mean, also you're saying this with all the knowledge of the rap that you know already. You know what I mean?
That's true. That's true.
I feel like it seems easy to enjoy because of how much you appreciate every aspect of this.
Good point.
The production,
Fair
the
point.
samples.
Fair point.
The lyricism.
Fair point.
You know what I mean? Like,
fair point.
It's nice to see it click easily though, which means that it seems like you have a very good knowledge now of hip hop and why.
Touche.
Like I don't have to explain to you the samples are
counts
good,
and
the rhyme schemes are good.
Yep. No,
you kind of just get it.
Right.
Good.
I have more knowledge and can appreciate more.
I'm sure you would have enjoyed it still at the beginning.
But
sonically, but
I'm enjoying it even more.
There's so many aspects to enjoy.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
I'm glad that it's hitting you that well.
It's great.
It's such a good fucking album. Like
it
so
really
good.
is.
I've been listening to this leading up to this just because I've had it on my list, like on my drive.
I bet.
And I'm like, man,
it's fun, right?
It's such a fun album.
Yeah, I could easily see you driving.
But I mean, like those beats, like that. We could sit there for 10 minutes listening to that beat. It's the same loop.
Yeah,
but it doesn't.
It
doesn't get boring. It doesn't get
no. And every one so far has been.
Yeah, not to mention that. Aside from that Madlib one that he produced and like maybe one other one, this is all his production. This is all MF Doom making his own beats. There's very little.
So in addition to the lyrical, he's also
a musical.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, yeah. I mean, if you're gonna compare, if how you like Andre.
Yeah, lyrically, I think a lot of people would have him
on par
in their top
he's
5
up
or
there.
top 10.
He's up there.
Yeah. I mean, if you're just talking like
just putting out the
lyricism,
rap,
just like pure lyrics,
putting the lyrics out.
He's one of the best.
Yeah,
yeah.
The rhyme schemes are great.
Yeah,
great.
Unfortunately, this is the last song.
Oh,
it's called Cookies with a K.
Oh.
It's horrible. One little evening alone home, end up with carpal tunnel syndrome. And here I am, known for giving heavy backaches, grown and living off a little Debbie snack cakes. Supposed to be checking emails. All I got is messages from ass naked females. I don't know her, Jenny. She said it's free and I won't owe her a penny. And that's the last time I saw her, but thousands of more horrors on online Gomorrah. Inside them, they got them with their curls out, and they got a better sales pitch than the Girl Scouts. I wonder what I owe her for a whole box of caramel coconut Samoa. Okay, honey, sweet dreams. Now it's time to get serious like pink creams. A metal handful, wipe it on the quilt.
That's
Wife
a British
up and I'm
cookie.
killed over spilt
Pink
milk.
creams.
Locked in, looking at your picture. You fully clothed winter, and I'm right there with you. Damn, CO, what the hell do she know besides the fact she
Flow is incredible.
A workaholic with a fountain and an ink pen. Out in the mountains, and I stopped drinking again. In the wee hours, he's gotten farther. Needing 3 showers, being
the
hot
bass.
and bothered.
Bass and
The whiz
cymbals.
with her leg bent, pregnant. God bless the day she wondered where her egg went.
Oh,
I need it now. It's hard to
line.
drink without it. And can use some cookies, but try not to think about it. Watch a bet on jazz for knowledge on file. Every other commercial, college hoes going wild. Even the Oreos, no matter what weather, always kept them dipped in milk and stuck together. In the game, he's shameless. Even uses a code name, Famous Amos. Cheaper than a short stay at the Days Inn, and good like 25-cent oatmeal raisin. Give a hand to who invented the camera. Skip past the gram, animal, and grammars. Shh, make sure she don't wake from a dream chill or get.
I'm sorry, but the graham, animal, and grandmas, like
I
graham
mean,
crackers,
all-
animal cookies,
oh
grandma
my
cookies.
God. Oh.
It's like
you can't keep up.
Yeah, it's impossible.
Days in, raisin.
Oh, the Days in, Famous Amos.
The Days in, the raisin.
Yeah, but it starts with the Famous Amos.
Yeah, shameless, famous Amos.
Oh my God! But the skip
past
the graham, animal, and grandmas. So it's like graham crackers, animal crackers, grandma's cookies.
Right.
It's okay.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, all over the place. There you go. Everything, record scratching. Everybody, come on in. Party now.
I'd sure hate to see that ugly mug of yours in my history book.
You've disturbed me for the last time.
Yeah, see, we have to like.
Yeah. Just like get the song part review over.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, every cookie,
Couldn't be a
Oreo
perfect-
filled, Ritz Bits, Triscuit, Cheetos, everything.
Couldn't be a more perfect way to end the album of not subtle food references, but like he kind of had a few in each song, but this is like, let me tell a whole story using only food words.
But still getting the references to, keeping it sticky and I'll take an Oreo. It doesn't matter.
But putting as much wordplay in as he can into the verse.
Great writing. I mean,
it's
all that stuff.
He must be mad.
No, if anyone can do it. Nevertheless, let's get out of here while we can.
It's just great, right? If anyone can do it, he can. He's talking about himself there, using the comic again. To,
Right.
Between you and me, I kind of like being black. Oh my God, he's just using that whole show and his
to his
persona
advantage.
to really work it in with the food. I mean, it was a great concept album.
Yeah. Like I said, like it's
that has to be my favorite in a very long time with rap
wise.
Yeah, I mean, Andre, I think the first one really got me. Not AT Aliens, but the
No,
first.
AT Aliens was the first. You like that?
Was it? I did like
Quem
that
and
one.
I, you were
Quem
mixed.
and I was mixed, but the first AT Aliens and this very entertaining. I don't remember the last time music took me out of a mood that I've been struggling with in the past couple of days. With the move and everything, it's been a lot.
Yeah.
And I just felt like, wow, it's heavy. And even though we were doing some of the videos, I felt like it was a push. But this
it's like an escape.
Yeah. Just
good feeling,
just fun, I mean, and if you combine that with how he was probably trying to give a little bit of a message here in the cartoon pieces about
there's still like thoughtfulness to it of society and
being black,
being judged,
right?
Being seen as a villain,
right? Because he wears a
right.
mask, and there's one of the Stone songs that I like. It's Only Rock and Roll. Mick sings, how much of myself can I give? If I could stick a knife in my heart, suicide right here on the stage.
Wow.
Would it even satisfy you? Or would it just slide on by you? That's how this feels like.
Feels like he's giving it his.
Well, he's protecting himself with
right.
with the mask, but yet still people can't get enough. It's like, oh gosh, like what is he? Why is he doing it? What is he? If you're doing this,
and all that is commentary on it, sort of, right? Like
right.
The people talking about him.
Mr. President, he must be.
He's a threat to the nation.
He's a threat, and you have no idea.
Where did he
Don't
come
let
from?
him become master of.
Where did he come from? Where is he going to?
Exactly.
People want to know.
Yeah, what an album!
If anyone's a fan of rap at all, I think it's hard to. Would be hard to listen to this album and not enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I mean.
Maybe you'd critique the cartoony,
the skits, or
but
I mean, from a lyrical,
there's a method to the madness. I mean, there's a reason.
I think that is the biggest criticism of this, is that there's too much.
But he's
skits and
I get it. I totally get it.
But again, once it clicks, it's like,
and he doesn't he saves it for the end, or maybe he'll use.
That's what's nice too. So if you do want to just listen to the rap, you can just go to that point and then go to the next.
Right, and that's what I had said. Like, if we don't stop it, I'm losing,
because you start to get hooked into the other thing.
Yeah, and I appreciate them both so much, but I'm what's the most recent thing on my mind? But boy, I got to give it 2 thumbs up, and I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah, I don't think there was a single track that you were even moderately on. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week with a new album and new video. Peace.